Imagine you sacrifice yourself for loyalty. All you get is mediocrity and nothing else. Nobody knows your name. Nobody can even search you up because nobody it doesn't even cross their mind. In 2009, London Times decided to publish a list. This list consisted of the 50 rising stars that are going to be the future of football. This list included Karim Benzema, who became a Ballon d'Or, Ozil, who became a World Cup champion, and even Marcel Bagdov, who ended up being just a black donkey. At the bottom of the list stood a young striker called Ahmed Khalil, who played for the UAE. At age 17, he played for the under 19 UAE, where he scored 4 goals and won the Golden Boot, where he led the team to the championship. He became so famous because of the tournament. He became one of the 50 rising stars. That notoriety alone stood up against those big names. So at that height of career, people expected him to go to Europe, pursue his goal, and become one of the best players. But no, he decided, of all things, to be loyal, extremely loyal, because there's a certain amount of loyalty, but he decided to go above and beyond that. So not did he only decided to play for the national team of his country, he decided to play for a club in that country. And this might have cost him. It might have cost him in a way of him getting fame outside of Asia, but it did not within his own country. He became a deadly striker. Defenders didn't even want to defend against him, and he was just lethal at all fronts when it came to scoring. I would say at the peak of his moment was 2015. That's when he won one of the hardest trophies to win in Asia, becoming Asian Player of the Year. This is a country where it has so many talented players out there, but he went above all of those players and beat them and becoming one of the best players that I hear. However, whenever you reach your peak, your downfall is bound to happen. And that's what happened. Muscle tears, injuries just stacked up. And then the pressure of the fame of being one of the 50 rising stars and not living up to it brought that pressure onto him more. And that caused him to go down in performance. And that performance showed. He wasn't living up to how he was. He wasn't playing as he used to. He wasn't anymore the Asian Player of the Year. His name just ended up fading away across all other Asian countries except for his own country. So did he really live up to his full potential? Did that loyalty pay off? It's a yes and no, because if you ask anybody within the UAE, all of them will know, especially if they're a football fan. But that's where his fame lies. Nothing more and nothing less outside of that country. Even within Asia, unless you watch 2015, they'll tell you Ahmed Khalil. But right now, not really. His fame just faded out of existence. He didn't improve the way people thought he would. He didn't live up to the hype that people hyped him up to. And he just became one of those players. Yes, he might have been the bottom of the list, but that list consisted of 50 out of millions and millions of rising stars. And he did not live up to it. Ahmed Khalil might have not won the Ballon d'Or. He might have not won the World Cup. But he became something arguably just as important. Proof that the next world talent can come from anywhere across the world. For every fan who read the list, they'll always remember that last name. The underdog from the Emirates, the kid who made the world look east, Ahmed Khalil.